This is the greatest underdog story ever. A forgotten valley in ancient Israel. A young shepherd boy named David is tending his father's sheep. It's early in the morning. The mist clings to the valley like a shroud, hiding all but the tallest of the hills. Then the first light of dawn breaks over the mountains and paints the sky with hues of pink and orange. As the sun climbs higher, it reveals the lush green fields where David's sheep graze peacefully. In the distance, he can hear the rhythmic thud of soldiers marching, but here in this quiet field, there is only peace. One day, while watching over his flock, David noticed something strange. It was a small stone, smooth and flat, just the kind that the builders used. He picked it up, turned it over in his hands, and suddenly his eyes flashed with determination. He knew what he had to do. David, armed with nothing but his trusty staff and sling, steps forward, ready to confront the giant. But who is this giant? Why does he strike fear into the hearts of the Israelites? Who is this giant? His name is Goliath, and for 40 long days he has taunted the Israelites. Every day he comes out to the battlefield and challenges them to send someone to fight him, and every day the Israelites tremble and cower in fear. They have tried sending their strongest soldiers, but none of them can match the strength of the giant, and so the Israelites are afraid. They believe that they are doomed. But David is not like the other soldiers. When he heard Goliath's challenge, something inside him stirred. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine to challenge the army of the living God? He asked his father for permission to go to the front. But when King Saul heard David's plan, he was furious. He tried to dissuade the young man from going, but David was adamant. He knew that he had to do this, not for himself, but for God. So David went to the front, calm and collected. When the Philistines saw the young man approaching, they laughed. They thought that Israel had sent another fool to die. But David did not falter. He walked straight towards the giant. When Goliath saw David coming, he stopped laughing. He knew that this was no ordinary boy. This boy was different. He was brave, and the giant was afraid. But David did not stop. He kept walking until he was right in front of the giant. And then he did something that the giant never expected. He refused the king's armor. When Saul offered him armor and weapons, David declined. He told the king that he could not wear those clothes because he had not trained in them. Instead, he would fight in his own way. He would fight with his sling and stones. Then David went down to the brook and picked up 5 smooth stones. He selected them carefully, making sure that they were just right. And when he was ready, he took his place in front of the giant. Now the whole army watched in suspense as David and Goliath faced off in the valley. And then David swung his sling. The stone flew through the air like a missile. For a moment, time seemed to slow down. The stone hit the giant's forehead and the world exploded. In that instant, everything changed. Goliath stumbled, crashed to the ground, and died. The soldiers rushed forward, cheering and shouting. And David, the young shepherd boy, had become a hero. The Israelite army was victorious. They celebrated for days, giving thanks to God for helping them defeat their enemies. And David, the hero of the day, stood among them, his heart filled with joy and gratitude. So remember this story, friends. No matter how big the giant may seem, as long as you have faith, you can overcome any obstacle. That's all for now. See you next time.